And we are live. Good morning, YouTube. It's your man BG Tech Life. It's another morning, Joe. Morning to everyone. Just some general tech talk, guys. Got a special, got a special guest, Miss Adrienne. Elle, won't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Adrienne. That's my introduction.
There's nowhere you can be found. Are you on YouTube?
Yes, I am YouTube, youtube.com/Adrienne, Adrienne. Is that good enough for you?
Yes, ma'am. You did a fine job.
Well, thank
Fine
you.
job. All right. Well, this morning, guys, you know how we do it. Sunday morning, we keep it open. You could jump into the chat. So, how you doing this morning?
I am quite well, and yourself?
I'm amazing. I just went and grabbed me a cup of coffee from 7-Eleven. I was being cheap and I was in a rush. Um, and that's about it for real. I'm glad. Well, I didn't hit the exact 11:30 mark that I wanted to, but hey, that's life. We waiting on some other folks to jump in, guys. But we just gonna go ahead and get it started. Um, we got two, myself and Adrian, both iPhone users. You know, and okay. Good morning, everyone. Look at BG looking all fancy. Hey,
Yes,
y'all
your
see
lower
that?
third is very nice.
And this is she did that, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you for the little third. It looks amazing. It goes well with my black shirt. I look like a professional. But yeah, what's going on, Jose? What's up, Albert? I see we got Jose and Albert in the building. If you're watching, go ahead and just drop a good morning in the live chat, guys. So let me ask you a couple questions. What got you into YouTube?
Um, I kept watching other people do tech videos, and I was like, shit, I could do that too. Technology is my field. That's what I work in, and so I was just like, I think my lane might be trying to get women into tech and not using technical jargon, because a lot of times when women watch those videos and they're talking like kind of over their head, they tune out. So I think my lane is going to be, make technology videos for women, and I don't want to say dumb it down, but not use all of the technical terms.
Right. That sounds good. So what are some of your go to devices? I know, but everybody else don't know. So like as far as
So
like.
here I have the iPhone 10. Behind me, you can see an iMac 27-inch. Right here is an iPad Pro. I also have my Apple Watch.
uh, very glamorous looking.
Yes.
Very okay,
So
and we
basically
have
everything Apple.
everything Apple. So what's going on, Rob? Good morning. We got Rob Pouncey joining us. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Rob. Where's your Lord Third?
Yeah, where is the lower
I
third?
just give me a second. I just oh God, my toolbar haven't even came up on the side yet. Give me a chance.
Uh,
What's
So
up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Rob Pouncey is the name. I am the brand, according to Adrienne L. And I am here for another episode of Morning Joe with BG Tech Life.
hey. So we getting them in the building. Shout out to everybody in the live chat. But yeah, so let me ask you a question. Just a quick question, because people want to know about you. What keeps you in that app? What's so good to you as far as the Apple ecosystem? Not like what 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 made you
first
just
and
decide?
foremost, I don't like to use things that are ugly. Now, I'm not just going out there. Don't think I'm calling all Androids ugly, but I just think Apple's design is attractive. You go on their store is attractive. All of the products are attractive, except for the AirPods. Those are just ugly. But I like the clean, sleek feel of it. I like the professionalism, and I actually like their operating systems. Like I like iOS, I like OS, I like all of that. I don't particularly care for what Android has going on.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. I completely understand where you're coming from as far as like the I guess they like kind of like hold themselves to a standard. and
Yes.
they've been, so I understand that, and I like the store. I like going to the Apple store too. I was just in the Apple store not too long ago out here in Tyson's Corner, and it do make you just want to spend your money. Everything is
It does.
appealing to the eye. Just like the 27-inch iMac you have. Every time I go into the Apple store, I just sit there and I watch my own YouTube videos, and then I leave my YouTube videos playing, hoping to pick up some new subscribers. But yeah, I completely understand that. What's going on with you, Rob? What you got going on this morning? I see your lower third is jumping.
Yeah, I got to pop in. Thank you to the digital diva, Adrienne L, for giving us all a lesson in how to up our game in the lower thirds area. I don't, you know what?
I hate to interrupt you, but you're not looking that crispy today, sir.
I know, man. It's my lighting and where my office setup is at in the basement. So it's the daylight is the sun is coming out behind the clouds and it's kind of throwing me off. So I know me being crispy the other night really grind your gears.
It did.
You know, but I get it back. I get it back in a minute. I was hurry up. I didn't want to leave BG solo. I didn't know you was with him. So I was rushing to jump everything.
I'm always on time. I am always on time.
Well, my motto is always on schedule, never on time. So,
yeah.
so I just,
and we see how well that worked out this morning, didn't we?
Yeah, but I'm on time. Anyhow, I was trying to back you up on Apple, but I just changed my mind. Apple. No, but you know what? What I was going to say is that I'm about literally only one major item. Taking an iPhone regularly as being completely in the Apple ecosystem. I mean, I got iMacs. I use MacBooks. I use 80% of my, I guess, computer setup is Mac, but for some reason I stay in the Android when it comes to my mobile, and I just haven't committed completely to the Apple ecosystem. It's hard for me to do because I came from the back in the days when rooting. Remember the HTC Evo? Everybody was rooting and ROMing and doing all those other things, man. I was hardcore into that.
I was in that too, Rob. I was like with HTC, and I had like the Thunderbolt. That's what started my love for like the tech. But I do understand. I do see the perks of the Apple ecosystem. I'm one major purchase away. I have an older MacBook Air, but I don't even really I use it sometimes. But honestly, I got the iPhone 10, I got the iPad Pro, so I see the difference. What's going on? Shout out to KB in the chat. Shout out to Sean in the building. JQ is loving this Apple talk.
Yeah.
Adrienne has this is not paradigm. It's not a. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Adrienne has shifted the paradigm of our chats, and now she got all these Apple people who we had, actually put in their place. All of a sudden, to come out the woodwork and start standing up and being proud that they're Apple.
What's going on, Alpha?
What up, Team 100?
What's up, Alpha?
You got something playing in the background, Alpha. We can hear it.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of at Duke University Hospital. I'm in the lobby right now. So,
okay.
Right now, my dad's actually going through surgery, so there's some downtime while I'm waiting here. So I just kind of want to check in with y'all, see what's good. But yeah, I'm gonna put myself on mute because there's like a TV in the background over here. So and I can't. I tried to see if I can shut it off, but I can't. But so I'll put myself on mute when I'm not speaking though.
Okay, I hope your dad gets the feeling better.
Yeah,
Alpha, but yeah, so yeah, like I was saying, that's where I didn't want to go with this thing. I didn't want to go with us Android bashing and Apple bashing because it's all preference, guys. Everything is preference. What you like is what you like. What you spend your money on is what you spend your money on. Uh, Alpha, you could go ahead and chime in on the difference. I'm not gonna say what's better, but the differences or what you like about Android, what you like about Apple.
All right, I had to unmute myself. But yeah, ultimately, biggest thing for me is the notifications are better on Android for me. Right now, I'm using my iPhone 10, so it's like the notifications is in some people that in some cases that's a deal breaker. Some people just can't deal with them autos the auto clustered up notifications. Other than that, iOS is fine with me. I mean, I go back and forth between both. I know Alan, Alan is he's all about the iPhone, and in some instances, I know he's all about the iPhone, and like he's like I think when the iPhone 8 came out, that was all he was about. He was all over it. He was getting all kinds of coverage on it. But for me, I primarily like to use Android over it just for the customization, just for being able to change your icons, put stuff where you want it to be. But I like iOS for what it brings. But for me, my home, I guess you would say my main go to is Android. And preferably stock Android for me.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. KB, we got KB in the chat. She said, "Now the notifications. I really wish Apple would clean up the notifications." I guess KB, what do you mean the notifications on the lock screen? How you just get
Yeah, they
a
just
whole yeah, they them joints is endless. If you don't pick up your iPhone for a little while, you'll be scrolling forever to get down to the bottom of your notifications. And JQ says, yeah, no OS is perfect, and notifications could use some love on iOS. No doubt, brother. No doubt, JQ. Now, what do you have any tips for somebody, Adrian, that's not in the Apple? Like, let's say for me, for existence, I I have iPhones. I've had an iPhone. I want to say for about 3 or 4 years strong. I've had every iPhone that's came out, but it's always been like my backup phone. So I've never really been able to. I want to say just because it's not my primary phone. It's certain like I've never been able to get all the way into it. Like like tips and tricks or like just certain apps. Like what are some things that you need that are clutch when it come to iOS as far as like mobile, not really in the laptops, but like on your mobile stuff like your iPad and your iPhone.
I really think the apps that you're going to have on your iOS, your either your iPhone or your iPad, is going to depend on what you're into. Like I don't have certain things. Certain things that are clutch for me aren't going to be clutch for anybody else. I have a lot of social media apps. They're the same apps that you have in Android. There's a few that are iPhone only apps that I have, but it's really going to depend on what is it that you are into.
Okay.
But as far as trying to get in the iPhone, since you have both devices, it's just going to take some time. Maybe one day you use one, another day you switch it. Um, you're really only going to get what you put into the phone.
Right.
I told some people that who had got Apple. I said you have to be patient. I knew people who bought an Apple and turned it back in like within a month. And I was saying you have. I learned that you have to be patient because it's a learning curve. Not necessarily a learning curve, but you have to get used to how things are done within the Apple ecosystem, switching between apps. You know how we can hit the back button, flip through our memory, and pull up another app that we were just on a hot second ago. Little things, how to download, the way we download stuff on Android is different than downloading. I just say this takes patience to learn to maneuver through the UI of a iPhone. Even though it's a simple UI, it just takes patience.
Now, now with that being said, all right. Now I know these are just some like off top of the head, questions and topics. Everybody got like their favorite, excuse my pronunciation, disclaimer, East Baltimore disclaimer. Everybody has their favorite peripherals like keyboards, mice, things of that nature, and like accessories, cases, and stuff. Now, I'm gonna start with Rob and go to Alpha, and then go to Adrian. What is some of y'all just favorite little little knickknacks but they helpful, or y'all just really like them? Because I know everybody got something that they really like, that y'all could share.
Right now, I got a couple of Logitech boards. It's kind of funny you mentioned that because I was putting a new, I got a solar power Logitech board right here. I got two of them. I got one PC and one for Mac, and I was putting a battery in it. It's the K750 Logitech solar board, but it takes like a little watch battery just to start it off, and then once you do it, you can use the solar panels to keep it going. I had just pulled that out. I was going to connect it to my iMac because I was using it on my decks for a little while. So
right.
my little knickknack.
Okay, Alpha.
Yeah, I finally fixed the TV issue. As a side note, I found the remote. Let me see if I'll be able to switch my camera around. Uh, Actually, I found the remote, and then somebody stole the batteries out the remote to the TV. So what I did is I just went ahead and pushed the manual controls on the TV, shut it off. But anyways, to answer the question, like as far as favorite accessories right now, I think for me it's just like batteries, actually portable chargers. Those are just so handy because especially when you're carrying all the devices that we carry around mobily, like they ain't gonna be nothing if they ain't got no juice. So one of my favorites is the joint I talked about in my top 2017 products was that Anchor battery fusion core. Not only is it a portable battery charger, but it is also a plug, so you can actually charge it up if you got somewhere, and then you can use it as a portable charger too. So that's been one of my favorite devices, and I take that thing everywhere.
Okay, that's dope. That sounds dope. I'm gonna have to check that out. You might have to drop that link. Go ahead, Miss Adrian.
I think my favorite accessory right now is called the Evolvis docking station. It's by Blue Tech. Let me see if I can get the camera to focus on it so y'all can see what it looks like. It's right here. I have a wireless charging pad for the iPhone, the iPad Pro, and the Apple Watch. I don't know if y'all can see it. I can't get it that close. Can all be charged on it simultaneously, and it has fast charging. And I'm really into this. I've been bringing this with me a lot of places. I don't know if it's picking up, but it's the Charge Force power station, and I like it, but I don't have to actually connect the cable. I can just sit the iPhone on the outside and it charges on it. And then I'm a case addict, so I always have cases. And right now, my go-to company is Casetify. I like to change my cases the way I change my outfits.
That's a little revealing case right there.
And I also have myself on some of the cases.
Oh, okay.
So they let you do custom cases.
Oh, all right. You're going to be owning Caseify in a little bit. You're going to be owning that company.
I need to as much business as I send them.
No,
You didn't think that this was a cute case?
That's a little revealing
But it's
cartoon.
so cute.
Yeah, I know. And let us know a little bit about your personality.
Yes. It does.
Yeah.
A little early in the morning. This is late night talk.
Yeah, I've seen some of the cases she put some of her friends on. Yeah.
Because I'm a savage. I had to have this case too.
Hey, BG, you want to hit your stream up, man? A lot of people done popped in the last few minutes.
All right, I'm about to hit them up. Let me share my
oh, all right, my bad.
Peripheral, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit the stream up, guys. I'll be over there in a second. Right now, honestly, this is something that I brought a while ago, but I haven't been really utilizing it. It's the first gen MX Master Mouse. Now, if you know me, you know my channel. I'm famous for using Windows Movie Maker to edit my videos. And I have been getting a lot of, everybody laughing and stuff. I'm still Team Crispy, Windows Movie Maker, whatever. I don't care. I think my videos are getting better, but I'm trying to move on to Sony Vegas, and there's a lot of different things you could do in there where you got to hit S, Alt plus C, but it's a lot of buttons in this mouse. And I got the software on my laptop to program the mouse. So I'm trying to use that software to make this like a real tool when it comes to my editing and make things a lot easier. That'll probably after I'm done with the stream, that's probably what I'll get back into, so I can bring you even crispier content. But
Really?
yeah. Don't okay. It's too early in the morning to hate. Don't hate on BG.
No, her degree kicks in every now and then when she hears you say certain things. Her educational side, just like, oh.
Listen, shout out to Baltimore City Public School System. Shout out to those guys that supplied me with this fabulous. That's the term to understand. Fabulous high school diploma, and I'm just out here doing a lot with it, making moves. Okay, we're gonna go into the stream, guys. Got phone tech at work in the building. Okay, we got JQ in the building. Tech for your needs, what's going on? Tech for your needs in the building. We got Orlando McManus. Okay. What phone do you have? Nice cases. Okay, iPhone 10. That was already answered. Sean in the building. He laughing at me. Windows Movie Maker. Hey, yeah, everybody got stuff somewhere. Okay. Phone tech at work in the building. Let me scroll up a little bit because I did see some questions. Okay, Sean said, "Can the A plus and the X be in the same place?" What do you think about that, Adrienne? You the big iPhone tech. Is the 8 Plus in comparison to the iPhone X? Is it?
Well, I don't have an 8 Plus.
Okay.
I have 7 Plus.
Okay, what 7?
So the funny thing is, I gave my 7 Plus to my mom the day I got the iPhone 10. When she came down here for Christmas, she asked me to do something to her phone, and I picked it up, and I was like, "Oh my God, this thing is huge!" Like within about 4 weeks, I got so used to the iPhone 10. Now that if I touch an iPhone 7 Plus or 8 Plus, I just think it's very, very big. I used to be in love with the design of it, but now that I have the iPhone 10, when I look at the 7 Plus and the 8 Plus, I'm like, "Oh, that's ugly." So I guess it's really just about preferences.
So what happened if the 6.2-inch iPhone come out? You're gonna still stick with the smaller one, or you're gonna?
Sir, I paid over $1,000 for this phone. It's going to last for 2 years.
Okay, so in 2 years, when the 6.2 is available to you, and you decide to make that next iPhone purchase,
I probably would.
Okay.
I just have to get used to it.
All right.
Yeah, I was looking at that too. Also, that big one. I would like. I mean, it is making the best of. I guess this 18:9 ratio that's out is making the best of your device. It's not a whole bunch of extra with it. You getting the steak and potatoes. You getting the screen on the front. You don't have a whole bunch of bezels. It's cool, but I mean, of course, a fellow my size. Of course, I would. I'm going to naturally go to something bigger, but I think it is a little easier to deal with somebody of a smaller stature, smaller hands, things of that nature. But did y'all see that iPad? I think that might be a pickup for me. That new supposedly is going to be more in the form of the X.
Oh, I didn't know that. I haven't looked. I got to check that out.
Yeah, this talk of an iPad that's going to be 18:9, and I'm not exactly sure. I'm guessing that it may have some type of facial recognition, things of that nature. So that's something that I would be interested in because I mean, in the tablet space, Android is not dead. Yeah.
There you go. I hit the little throw out the side of the
I was just helping him with his word selection.
Garbage. Yeah, she wanted you to say garbage.
Okay, no, but I will say the Android phones are a lot better than their tablets, in my opinion. I've played with the tablet before, and I was like, "Nah, y'all can have that back."
See, that's what I'm not understanding, right? I'm not understanding, guys, how these companies can produce these phones, 835, 6 gigs of RAM, 8 gigs of RAM, and now the 845 coming out. I don't understand why the tablets aren't in line with the devices because, I'm a Samsung guy. I like a lot of Samsung stuff. And I mean, I talk about it a lot in Night Stream, but I had that Note Pro, and I just didn't understand why nothing came after that big or in that fashion as that was specced out like the phones. You never saw a second gen or a third gen, something bigger and faster, and I never a better screen. I never understood that.
Well, hey, can I ask you guys? I don't mean to shift the subject, but earlier when we were chatting in our community, shout out to the Team 100 community. Adrienne brought something up in the community that I thought was interesting. Do you guys get harassed by companies wanting you to view their products, and then they get to the point where they're telling you how they want you to present their product, and then they're not even offering you up no cash or nothing? They just literally trying to use YouTubers for free advertisement?
I get hit up. I'm gonna say this because I was on the Amazon train heavy probably, when I really started getting into YouTube, when I believe it was like you had like the Amazon review.com, something like that, where you could go and you could put your bid in and they may send you some free products, but you just had to present your written review on Amazon. So my Amazon profile got pretty big because I was doing a lot of reviews on Amazon. So now what I get is a mailbox full of because Amazon stopped that you can't just send nobody a product for just review purposes. So I get a lot of emails like, okay, can you go buy this off Amazon and review it, and we'll PayPal you your money back and all that type of stuff. And I mean, I'm not really interested in nothing like that. That's too, you know, I'm not really, if you can't send it to me and let me check it out, if it ain't nothing that I want, because my YouTube channel is full of things that I want, like it's everything that I have is probably everything I would have even if I didn't have a YouTube channel. So I'm not gonna buy things just to review. I'm not really into. Shout out to the guys that go out and buy everything and try to get their hands on everything and spend a lot of money to try to review everything. But BG Tech Life, the way my funds are set up, I'm out here buying what I like, and then I'm gonna present it to y'all and let y'all know how it was.
But they see, I had companies wanting to send me stuff. They want me to look at it, and I sit there and I look at what they're presenting, and I look at it, and I don't have an interest or any knowledge per se. I wish I could think of one in my mind as an example, but I would do them a disservice, my channel and them a disservice, trying to review something that I'm not very knowledgeable at.
Okay. Hey, Alpha, once you go ahead and let us know if anybody been hitting you up and what's going on with that. And just shout out to YouTube channel because, guys, if you're watching this, Alpha Rakam is definitely on YouTube, and let them know where they can find you because you never did like a formal introduction, Alpha.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, at least not recently. You know what I'm saying? I did a couple streams with y'all in the past, but yeah, my name is Alpha Rakama. For right now, it's what my channel name is. It's spelled ALPHARAKAMA. But my actual handle on social media is Rakama Tech. So that's RAKAMATECH. That's both Instagram and as well as Twitter. But yeah, overall, like as far as the companies yet, I guess I'm not at that point. Because at least last year I was trying to see if I was going to be doing some gaming and some tech, but this year I'm just going to be focused on tech. I may even do a couple movie reviews, things like that here in between, but my focus this year is going to be on tech, pretty much. I'm getting an echo, but pretty much like phones, mobile accessories, that things of that nature. Even also smart home tech. So one of the companies I'm actually about to reach out to, my homie DVZN, aka Dookie from DVZN Media, he sent me a link for a company that does like smart bulbs or something like that. There's an adapter. He actually did a review on that, so check out his channel. But I'm about to check with them too and see, what they're working with.
Okay, cool. Well, shout out to everybody in the stream. We got Mr. Easy Computer Solutions that joined us. Hey, Easy, what's going on? We got Jay Farmer in the building. what's going on, Jay. Hey, Adrienne, can you let us know, how these I know these companies is coming to you throwing stuff at you as
They
professionals.
are. I'm getting a lot of things, but they always start off with, "Hey, we watched your YouTube channel," and I'm like, "You're lying because the stuff you're sending me is not. It's not for my channel. Like it's tech stuff, but it's tech stuff that guys would like, nothing that a girl would like." So I'm like, first of all, you just found my channel. You want me to make a review on your product just to get your product out there, but you didn't actually watch my videos and see what my tech channel is about. So that's kind of what I'm dealing with. And then there was one company that had really cute girly cases, but I'm not about to make a video and be dishonest. They wanted me to sign a contract and say, you have to say this, this, and this. You can't say this, this, and this. If your product is trash, I'm not going to sit up there and lie to people. So I don't like when companies try to do that either.
Yeah, I'm on the same way with Adrienne, man. Why would I advertise your stuff? Even if I decided to do it, why would I do your company a disservice and my channel a disservice? To talk about something I have no interest in. Then they want me to do 4 camera shots. They wanted me to do B-roll. Mm-hmm. They wanted me to do certain pans and advertise the box. The box of the phone, the case, and they were literally telling me what they want the video to look like. And I mean, like, hey, if I'm going to do a professional quote unquote shoot for you, you better pay me.
Right. Shout out to TJ. We got TJ in the building, guys. I missed him in the shout out. What's going on with you, TJ? We got Android Stud straight.
Ooh, that lower third looks good.
You like it, huh? Man, we're stunting on here, man. Like Tech Gentleman says, man. What's going on, party people?
Right. Hey, go ahead and introduce yourself, Stud. Android Stud has a very nice YouTube channel. It's growing rapidly because he's putting out good tech talk and tech news and bringing some great devices. But go ahead and introduce yourself. Let them know where they can find you.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. As you can see right there, thank you to Adrienne, Elle. Android Stud. You can catch me on YouTube, that beautiful little channel there. My 6-pack right there. You can check that out. I'm the Stud, Android Stud, man, doing reviews of Android phones and cases and all kinds of stuff. And depends what I got and what's hot right now. I got the OnePlus 5T, that white sandstone edition. So check that out. But appreciate you guys having me on, man. Great having being on here with the. What's up, Alpha?
What up, Leo?
What's going on, man?
Hey,
that little third is popping though.
Hey, I'm telling you, this girl, she's got skills. She's got skills.
But hey, so we just gonna catch you up real quick, Stud. Listen up. So first we talk with shout out to Sage Tech in the building. My man Sage Tech. We definitely got Philly in the building. We were talking about just the iOS, Android and iOS, and primarily what you use the pros of both. We trying to keep it. What I'm trying to do is structure this thing where as though it's not we're not bashing Android, we're not bashing Apple. We just talking about what we use and what we like. We keeping it grown over here on BG Tech Life.
Exactly.
Hey, Android Stud, you been getting sent stuff requests and anything from companies or something lately?
Yeah, I got a couple companies that reached out to me for some cases and stuff. I'm trying to think which one it was. Tudia, I reached out to them, and they sent me some stuff. I reached out to a couple other companies. I've been reaching out to everybody. I ain't gonna lie. Because I'm trying to review stuff. I'm trying to do the brand, and if they send me stuff, then it means they like what is already on my channel. I mean, thankfully, I have a good resume of videos, because when I first started, I didn't have a lot, so I didn't really send anything out. But there was one company that did reach out to me, and they sent me. I'm trying to think what company it was. It wasn't Tudia. It was. If I think of it, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, I mean. Yeah, I know. I kind of caught the end of it. I know that they'll text you or hit you on Twitter and say, "Hey, did you do the review yet?" And none of them have told me what to say. I won't do that. I'll tell them straight up, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do what I do, even if they pay me. If the case sucks, I'm gonna say it. And if I'm out the door with them, it is what it is. I'm never gonna be for sale to anybody. If someone wants to sponsor me, I'll keep it real, and I'll go from there. But no, D Brand hasn't approached me or any of these big companies. But I would love to do something with those companies.
I got a skin company that's I'm kind of cool with. It's called Alien Skin, but I've been waiting for them to send me some stuff. But shout out to Alien Skin. I've been waiting for you guys to send me some stuff. They're like a competition to a D Brand.
And Slick Wraps?
Yeah, Slick Wrap. Yeah.
I gotta check that out. They got all kinds of. They got a good inventory like Slick Wraps and D Brand.
They got some, but you can follow them on Instagram.
I have to check them out.
They're a little late. They always. I think it's because they're so small. They tend to, how D Brand and all the bigger companies will have out skins almost literally at the same time at launch, if not before the launch, and they tend to run a little after the launch.
Wow.
But I don't mind supporting a small company if they're willing to support me. So
yeah. I mean, I reached out to Huawei, told them to send me the Porsche design. I haven't heard back, so we'll see what happens.
You talking about the made to the Porsche design? Hey, so who was willing to spend? Like, let's say, okay, we just going to take the Huawei Mate 10, right? The Porsche design. Now it's $1,100, right? So you figure that's about $800. That's about an $800 phone without the Porsche design. So would you? Let me just ask y'all, because we here. Would y'all not just the Mate 10? Let's say your favorite device comes out with some super hot branding and like a updated, design on top of it. Would y'all be willing to spend that extra $300 just for a design and a name on the device?
Man, that is a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That's a lot. That's too much. I mean, the iPhone 10 is, peaking at 1,000, 1,100, depending on, the storage you're getting. The Note 8 was 950, Pixel 900. That's a lot of money. I think that's scary. That's a scary area. The red phone. How much is the red phone? $1,600, $1,700.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a lot of money for a phone to pay. I mean, you buy that from Best Buy, you're going to spend $13, $20 and something change walking out the door. And the Porsche design, what does it exactly add? That is it 256 gigabyte? I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with that Porsche design. Is it a bigger storage or?
I think you're getting 128 gigs, and it's a Porsche design. I'm gonna pull it up, but it's 128 gigs. I don't really think it's too much more storage because the Mate 10, one of them come with 128, right?
Right.
One of those devices come with 128 already. So what you're really paying for is it just looks a little different. It's skinned a little different.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of money. I think that's just too much. I mean,
that's a vanity phone.
Yeah, I mean, if the Mate 10 Pro is $799, I could see the Porsche design being around, $999. Then okay, maybe you get it because you want to get it, and you got, you already got a Porsche. I don't know. Yeah. If you get it, you got a Porsche.
Right.
That's the deal there. But I don't know. That's a lot of money, for but I don't know. Somebody's gonna get it. Somebody will review it. If they do review it, it's probably a review device because I just don't see a YouTuber. I don't see any of us getting it. Now Forrest might kick out the shekels and get it. I don't know. He might just might just bring it to the channel, just drop it on Alan Anthony's head and be like, I got subscribers. But we'll see what happens.
The actually is a 256 gigabyte from what Sean is saying.
Yeah, it's a bigger storage. So
yeah, I mean, but how much really do it cost to go from 128 to 256? Not much. Now, Miss Adrienne, let's say what's your favorite brand?
Apple.
Apple. No, I'm saying okay, outside of Apple, let's say
a fashion brand. A fashion brand.
Yeah, of course.
Louis Vuitton and Gucci.
Okay, so if Apple came out with the Louis Vuitton iPhone 10. Let's say the regular iPhone 10
No,
started
sir,
at
not buying it.
It's
No.
not worth it. It's not worth the money, man. It does the same thing. It's just got, a little logo on it.
Okay, so Alpha. What's your favorite? Like, is it a car brand? Is it a clothing brand?
I mean, a couple different things. Like I said, with clothing, if Rockaware was to put out a phone, there's a, what I'm saying, there's a fine line between, fashion and tech. And I know they're trying to merge these two worlds. Like Motorola tried to do it with the mods. Then they have like a couple designer brand stuff. And I don't know if it's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're already talking about adding like $300 just for a name, that's a really tough sell. I can see now look at it this way. If you just look at it on even terms, if you got this designer phone that does exactly the same thing else all the rest of the flagships do, and you're just paying $300, you're not really getting any more performance fit there. But now let's look at a situation where this red phone, whenever it comes out, you know what I'm saying, that phone's already like $1,300. But supposedly it's supposed to it may very well might have the best cameras. Not saying on the phone itself, but I think they're supposed to be selling these separate modules and stuff like that may be one step closer to like replacing our actual like pocket cameras. So we're gonna have to see if that extra money is added value to the performance. I don't mind paying for performance, but just for a name, nah, not really. Not really.
I don't think that the Rockaware is going to be that much more additional money, though.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, I was looking at that Fubu iPhone, man. That Fubu looked good.
That Fubu XRM.
Oh no! Hey, well, personally, I have my eye on the cross colors.
Yeah.
But Alpha makes a good point, man. Now, if you're gonna spend a ton of money on a phone, $1,500, the red phone would be one to experiment with because of the red cameras and that kind of hardware. I just don't see the Porsche design came out only on the Huawei's. Did somebody else have a Porsche design? Was it a BlackBerry or?
Yeah, I think somebody had a keyboard, a physical keyboard. I believe it might have been BlackBerry or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at almost $500 more for the Porsche design for, like you said, BG, for 256 gigabytes of storage. Usually those go for anywhere from 100 to 120 when you take that bump from 64 to 128 or 128 to 256. I don't know. I mean, the Samsung phones this year are supposedly going to have 512. So how much are those going to be? 1,100, 1,200. I mean, so, as consumers, we letting them do it because we buying the phones, we're buying iPhones, we're buying Samsungs, and we're given to the process. So I don't know whose fault it is, theirs or ours.
Hey, Rob. So I know you from Detroit, right? So if they had like a Ford Pixel.
No, if they had a Detroit Lions Pixel, it wouldn't work. You had to take it back and get get like a Saints Pixel or Philadelphia Eagles Pixel.
hey, man, y'all.
Just tripping.
No, it's kind of funny. I work for Ford, so, but
they gave you the truck.
When we launched the F-150, they gave some people an opportunity to bring it home for a day or two and let them drive it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm talking about your truck.
Oh, my truck. No, I got a. Did it say it again? Go ahead. We didn't hear your question.
I said, did they give you? You work for Ford, right? Your truck is a Ford, right?
Right.
I said, did they give it to you?
Oh no, heck no. I'm paying for my truck.
You get that discount?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I mean that right there at the end of the day, that's a good little trade-in. You get a good deal on the truck. Those trucks are nice too. I mean, my buddy's got one of those. They're tight.
Yeah. But if they came out with a Ford phone, no. Why would I do that? I
Man.
wouldn't do nothing like that, man. My car, I like Teslas.
Oh, that would
Now,
be.
now when I retire, I get a Tesla.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I got a feeling that Porsche design has got to have something else hardware wise, something RAM besides storage for that month. Something it's got to have something. We got to research that.
But the thing is, right? I mean, branding is everything. I mean, it's not. I mean, hardware is cool, but we getting taxed. Like the hardware is nowhere near what we pay for the device to put that phone together. It's all about. I mean, you just buying into a brand. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
So right. It's a brand is big. Like if they had let's say if they had like I don't know if they had like a Polo or Lexus Note 8. That might be like a collectible. You know what I'm saying? That may be like a collectible. But and Rob, did you check this out?
What?
This is like $50 right here. It's just like a 5,000 milliamp power bank, but let me turn my screen down. But it's by Tesla.
Oh,
I saw this on what is that guy's name? I know his name is Keaton. I seen it. I don't know his the exact name of his YouTube channel, but he was just checking it out because it was like I think they sold out right now. They're like $50, and from Tesla power banks, but he paid like $130 for it just to get it on his channel because they were sold out, and on eBay they like over $100.
Wow.
Now, hey, do you have do you have some questions for us, Rob?
No. I'm doing some other stuff behind the scenes. I know you wanted me to do a 5 questions, man, and I usually try to say those for the night. But if you want me to do some questions,
You could do 3.
All right. Well, give me about. Let's talk for about another 10 minutes. I'll get y'all some questions.
No problem.
Man, I only had 1 cup of coffee, man. You really working me right now.
I was trying to work. That's why I hit you earlier, Rob. But okay, moving on.
I've been waiting. We might have to give your segment away to Android Stud, because you want grind my gears. We might have to give your segment to that, because you was good that one night, man, when you went off on Apple for about 15 minutes and you had the whole stream laugh. If Adrienne was here, he would have.
If he does that now, he loses lower third. All of a sudden, you see it disappear.
Wait! I was in the comments section. What just happened?
Adrienne would have paid for a sniper or a hitman to come take you out that night. Ron,
now BG has this thing where calls it "What Grinds My Gears." So he went off on Apple for like 15 minutes. He was saying
It was like episode.
Oh, let's 17. Go ahead and do that.
No, it was about. It was like episode 17. It was a long time ago.
Y'all know I like to argue.
I know. That's why we didn't want to do it. That's why I said if you was in the stream at the time, you would have lost your mind. You would have.
So I would have had him retreating.
Oh yeah. BG, what's grinding your gears this week, man? What's getting my gears? Yeah, what's getting in the spokes, man? What's in the spokes?
Man, right now everything is pretty much monotone. Everything is what it is right now. It's really, this is kind of the boring time in tech right now. We waiting on some things to drop. So, it's everything. I done got everything out right now.
Mm-hmm. And it's like a dead period.
Yeah, it's like a dead period. I'm really feeling, I'm surprised. I'm really feeling my combination of my Note 8 and my iPhone 10 for real. I feel like for real, I'm actually thinking about, because I got a couple other phones, and I'm thinking about just getting to a point where I have a 2-phone limit, because when you all over the place, if I was a full-time YouTuber and that's all I did, I would be, I could have a couple phones and really, follow phones and be into phones. But with me and the way I work, it's hard for me to follow up on a lot of things on a lot of phones. So I'm thinking about just cutting it down to having, what I consider the best of Android at the time, and what I consider the best of Apple at the time.
Right.
what grinds my gears though is, you know,
Rob,
now that I think about it,
roll the
Right.
you know,
roll the open.
the
Right. We
video
didn't.
camera, right? I think the video camera, okay, the 1080 60 frames per second. I think it's some workarounds as far as the Note 8. I think it's some workarounds for that, but the Note 8 and the S8 Plus, I must say, it's hard to come by, especially if your lighting is not perfect, which my lighting is not perfect. I don't have big lights in the background and stuff like that. They bring home a video, even compared to my other devices, is when that red camera in video mode, it's hard to beat them. And they, is as far as I've never recorded video with a Pixel 2. But I'm not gonna knock the Pixel 2 because of that. But I'm gonna just say, those phones produce some crisp video and not the best lighting conditions. And I think that's what a part of a good cell phone camera is. When you're using the camera off a cell phone, you know that this person is not a professional. You see what I'm saying? You know this
Right.
person is not a professional. And so what how can a camera adapt to different settings and still keep you crispy, and I just
Right.
think that was kind of overshadowed on those devices, as far as a video camera go. Everybody just want to beat the video camera up, and I think it if in certain modes it it does a really good job. And also another thing, all right, we YouTubers, this 4K discussion. I've videos, right? You can have a 4K video, and I've seen you can have a 4K video that's not crispy. You can have a 1080 video that's crispy. You see what I'm saying? So, instead of like, the rush to 4K, like on my channel, I'm not in a rush to when I can master making a great 1080 video when it's like all my 1080 videos are flawless,
Mm-hmm.
then I can step up to the 4K. You know what I'm saying? It's because I could make a 4K video right now, but who's to say it's going to be a good video? The lighting is going to be good. You know what I'm saying? So you know, baby steps. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, if you have the Note 8 and the issues with the 1080p 60 frames per second are well documented, then just go ahead and do 4K. Shoot in 4K. You could always upload it in 1080p 60 frames per second, but I don't know why you would downgrade shooting at 4K. But if the Note does an excellent job with the 4K, then just ride out with that 4K. I mean, it's going to take longer to upload, right, Rob? But
Yeah. I don't shoot a lot of 4K. I mean, I shoot a lot of 1080. I'm developing and trying to learn lighting. I'm decent. I'm decent at it, but I'm not really good at lighting.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm working on one thing at a time before I step up, because when I started in YouTube, and it was a hobby,
Right.
and I built up pretty fast because I didn't have a lot of I had a lot of extra money because I don't have the responsibility of little ones anymore. So, I kind of went a little faster than your average YouTuber as far as buying equipment. But I'm trying to learn the basics and master the basics before I start jumping off into 4K and buying 4K cameras. I'm 1080p 30. I might do 60 frames. It all depends. I'm learning the value of shooting at 30 frames per second. And there's a lot of videos that try to teach you, why and the concepts behind shooting a video in a certain manner. So until then, I mean, I'm not going to be doing that Marquez Brownlee 8K and rendering back down to 4K with the 50 terabyte tower on the side,
Right.
holding on. It's a build process for me.
Yeah.
So for everybody else, and I'm just asking, when you do respond, what are you guys rendering in your YouTube videos? Because everybody's YouTube. Go ahead, Alpha.
I got to dip out, but I will say this real quick. I'm kind of focused on 1080p 60 frames per second. Coming from the background of kind of being a gamer and all, like I really appreciate good frame rate. So I just love that live feel, that nice smooth look.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta head out. Like the doctor is like telling
All
us
right.
like come right now. So
All right. All right, man.
hey,
All right.
but
man.
it was cool
All right.
chilling with y'all, man. Have
Do
a
you
good
think,
one.
Alpha?
All right.
Good
We
to
pray
see
for
you.
you, man.
Alpha.
All right, man.
All right, Miss Adrienne. So what are you rendering in?
I'm currently moving all of my stuff, well, going forward to 4K because I have a camera that shoots 4K and it doesn't make sense for me not to use it when I pay for it. So that's what I'm going to be doing on all of my new videos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's dope.
I'm at a. I've done some 4K video. I do all my videos with the HTC U11, and there's a little bit of a limit on the how much you can shoot. So that's kind of a bummer. Also to upload it because I edit on my phone, and to process 4K through those apps sometimes isn't the best. So I've had that battle. You know, I'll put a 4K video up and I'm happy about it because I'm like, damn, it's in 4K and people love. There's a lot of subscribers that love the 4K. You know, they just want to watch it in 4K. And so for those videos, I'm really happy that you know, that's one thing I liked about the Essential phone. It had that front-facing 4K video. But for Talking Tech Tuesday, I would use the Essential phone sometimes and shoot a 4K. But it just depends. But I'd like to make the transition because the great thing about shooting 4K is for those that want to watch it in 4K, the option's there. And for those that don't, it don't matter to them because, you know, but 1080p, 60 frames per second is a good format. It's an excellent format. I think you could still ride out with that for a little while. But I'd like to make that transition. But I'm debating on getting, you know, a better camera instead of using the smartphone this year. So I want to make that transition also.
Yeah. I got the 3 questions if you guys are ready.
Just do.
Let me before you do it, Rob. Let me just go to the stream one time because a lot of people can
Yeah,
comment.
do it.
And then, okay, all right. Let me see where I'm gonna start at. Okay, Adrienne L. Not everyone buys designer for a wow factor, of course. I buy the stunt. You know, man. Okay. Jay, we gonna get you on the stream. Holla at me. We probably Friday night. We could do something. But if you still interested, just hit me, inbox me on the group me. Sean.
Hangouts. I think he hit you on Hangouts.
Okay. Adrienne, okay. But still, okay. Sean says app was still boring. So of course Sean goes hard for HTC and hard for Android. Okay. Sean wants me to bring Jay Farmer on the stream. Easy Computer Solution says cool. Okay, what's going on? We got YS in the building. All right.
Jay Farmer want to jump in now.
All right, give me a second. All right. What grinds my gears is phone tech at work's hand. Pause. I don't know what's going on with that phone tech at work. You got some explaining to do. Phone tech at work says.
Who said that?
TJ said that.
TJ. Go ahead.
Sean said, I'm expressing my opinions like everyone else. I'm just saying, don't be angry, Adrienne. I never want you to subscribe. I never want you to subscribe.
And see, here's where the problem is. Because somebody says something to your comment does not mean that they're angry. Sweetheart, don't give yourself that much power because I guarantee you don't have it.
Okay. Adrienne, in response, sweetie, you could never make me angry. Okay. Right there. Jay Farmer said it's user error, BG. I mean, it may be user error. Look,
it probably is.
Never been yeah, hey. Y'all just like to beat up on me. It's okay. I'm gonna catch somebody one day. And do
what? What you gonna
do? Okay, Adrienne says I need to be consistent. I need to be a consistent YouTuber. I haven't played video out since November. I'm still getting subs. You have a very nice, well put together channel. That's why you continue to get subs and new subs. Miss Adrienne.
Thank you.
All right, I'm about to send a link to Jay Farmer on the Hangouts. Go ahead, take over, Rob.
All right, so BG wanted me to do a 3-question segment. You guys are wearing me out. I'm gonna run out of questions one day.
You're good at it. You're the professor of Android and Apple.
I'm not Apple. Don't put me in no Apple. I ain't no professor. That's the professor is over there, Miss Adrienne Elle. That's your professor. Right. I don't want to be nowhere in that Apple class where Adrienne Elle being my teacher. I got 3 questions. I just ran in top of my head. So I'm going to start with you, Android stuff, since BG is working behind the scenes. First question: are companies using glass too much as their main building materials for phones? Do you think they should be versatile in the materials they use?
I think so, man. I think because the Samsung phones, the S8, the S8 Plus, and the Note 8, if you crack the back of that, that's just another repair you got to do besides the front. So before we worried about the front, now we got to worry about the front and the back. I like the metal or the aluminum myself. I think, just keep the glass on the front.
That ceramic on that Essential was a beautiful.
Yeah, I mean that Essential. I don't know. I know that it's strong. Ceramic's really strong, and it has a titanium on the sides. But there's glass backs, man. I'm not. What's up, Jay Farmer?
We gotta take a pause for the cause. Mr. Jay Farmer's in the building. We ain't seen you in a minute though. Where you been, man?
Man, work, kids, life. You know what I'm saying? I've been MIA. I haven't been in GroupMe in a while. I haven't been on Telegram in a while. I've been MIA. What's popping?
Mm-hmm. All right, man. Nothing, man. We obviously said some things that got you interested in, and your opinions need to be heard.
Hey, you know what? You know what grinds my gears? OnePlus, man. I'm tired of OnePlus fanboys. I'm tired of OnePlus coming out with new colors. I'm tired of OnePlus, man. Like OnePlus gotta go.
Yeah, man. I'm tired of them too, Jay Farmer, man.
I know you are. Hey, you better not buy the red one neither.
No, because I was either good. I wanted the red, but I'm like, man, I ain't going to eBay to buy that. And when they dropped the white, I'm like, I'm just gonna get the white right out. I know Nitech was gonna get that red, but I'm just like, nah.
But you know what's crazy?
No, they're gonna come out with a blue and a yellow one like next week, and everybody's gonna. Yeah.
But you know what's crazy? It's not even a Best Buy right now as far as mid-tier or high-tier or budget phones. Like if you look on T-Mobile website right now, they got the Moto Force 2 or whatever for $375, dude. Right. $375.
Yeah, man.
You can port that same Google camera on there and get some crispy photos. I'm just saying, that's what I heard.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. Messenger. And I saw that phone was at 300.
Yes.
They had that for 300. I almost bought it, but I had some others that I had already in the mix, and I didn't have the funds. But I know Jay Will pulled the trigger on that, and he's liking that phone. So,
man, Jay Will like the U-Life, man. Get out of here.
No.
Don't bring up Jay Will.
Jay Will like the U-Life.
Please don't bring that up with Farmer in the stream. It's gonna set him off. All right.
Listen, I'm not cussing today. I'm not tripping today. I'm chilling.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, go ahead with the questions.
Real quick. Mr. Farmer, we have a new friend of ours, Miss Adrienne Elle. She's recently joined our community. Very smart young lady. She's got a nice digital channel for women. So I don't know if your wife is into digital or tech stuff, but she should subscribe to Adrienne's channel.
Oh, we both will.
All right. Yeah, Adrienne's good people, so we like her a lot. And
apparently not in the comments. I'm an angry woman, so I guess I ain't that good of people.
She has the same dry sense of humor as you, Jay. The exact same dry sense of humor.
Look, she's popping her head. You know what I'm saying? If she had chewing gum in her mouth, she'd be popping a chewing gum if she had some. Trust me, I know. Yeah, I know. Where's she from? Where you from?
I am currently in Texas, but I'm from Louisiana, close to New Orleans.
Okay.
Yeah, she's good people. I like Adrienne.
I see that Eagles hat.
Oh yeah, I forgot she's a Saint. She's Saint all day.
Hey, you guys play next week. Congratulations
on your win.
Listen, I'm not going to beef it. I don't want no drama. You know what I'm saying?
No drama. Sometimes I do pull for the Eagles because y'all have an LSU player on the team. So, you know.
Yes, we have Jalen Mills. I understand.
But if we got to play each other next week, yeah.
Right. Hey, we can meet at a sports bar.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, if they play next week, BG, we got to do a stream with Forbes, Easy, Adrienne, Farmer, because they're all Eagle or Saints fans. And
the thing about it, though, they ain't getting past the Vikings.
Listen. Well, we'll see.
Where are the Lions currently at?
We won our game, so I'm good.
Where are the Lions currently?
I'm repping the Vikings.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're a bandwagon fan. You're hopping from one team to the
other. They're the same division as my team. So I represent my division.
You are on the bandwagon, sir. It's okay to admit it.
Here we go. It don't matter if I'm on the bandwagon as long as we roll it over y'all. So it's cool with me.
We'll see.
Roll that bandwagon roll. I'm going to be on the back of it going, just riding past y'all. We're going right to the Super Bowl.
Hey, Rob, and then I'm going to meet up with her because I'm in Texas too and take a selfie where her crying.
All right, man. Is there anything that we said? I'm going to finish the 3 questions, but anything you want to catch up on that you might have some opinions about that we were talking about earlier?
I mean, with the comments about the prices of the phones and the special editions and all that stuff, that's just most of that stuff is marketing for overseas. This is like really the first time it's come to the States where it comes down to like the Porsche design and all that stuff. That's marketed for them Europeans over there that got that big bread over in Europe and London and stuff and want to wear Gucci and Louis and red bottoms and Jordan 11 reds and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Catch that.
All right. All right. So let me finish.
Gucci's and red bottoms. What happened?
And I
keep tagging me in the chat.
And look, and then I said the Jordan 11s that she got up at the top.
Oh yeah, they are nice. I'm a Jordan fanatic.
And somebody, you got a fan, Adrienne. Orlando said you're an angel.
He's being facetious.
Oh God.
Oh, okay. All right. So going to my first question, I already got Android Stud's answer. Adrienne, let me ask you right quick. Are phone companies depending too much on the glass built on their phones? Should other materials be used?
I personally don't care what the phone is made of, to be honest, but I would like to thank Samsung for my lovely screen. Y'all did do a nice job. See, I can give compliments.
Yeah,
shout out to Samsung.
That was hard for you to say that.
Listen, they did a nice job on the screen.
Oh, okay.
Very beautiful.
All right.
Samsung always do.
Yeah. All right. What about you, BG? What you think about
I think they depend on it too much. I think it's for more so the wireless charging. Wireless charging is cool. I have a fast wireless charging charger, and I utilize it. It's next to my computer, so every now and again just to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I like aluminum myself. So yeah, I think they depend on it too much. And I think some of these companies worry too much about wireless charging. Wireless charging is cool, but I mean, it's okay if a phone don't have wireless charging. As long as you got some type of fast charge going on, it's okay.
All right. What about you, Mr. Farmer?
I like wireless charging. You know, if something's innovative and available, give it to me. I could care less about aluminum, because you know how these HTCs, these Samsungs, these charge ports mess up. What you gonna do if you ain't got the money to, get it fixed? You guys still got wireless charging, so you can charge your phone. So,
okay.
So
you guys kind of in a lot of ways answer question 2, because my question 2 is, do you need wireless charging more than fast charging? And you guys almost answered that, so I can pretty much skip that question.
Well, I didn't answer it.
Oh, okay. Well, do you need wireless charging more or fast charging?
I thought that with this phone, I was going to like wireless charging. I find it to be slow. So, Apple had to take my money. I had to buy a new brick and the lightning to USB C cable so that I could have fast charging. I don't like the wireless if it's not going to be as fast.
Okay. Well, let me go ahead and ask. What you think, Android Stud?
Yeah, I mean, I prefer fast charging all day long. I don't use wireless charging. It's just not my thing. Nothing against it. For me, I like the OnePlus 5T. It charges in like 30 minutes. So I slap that on the charge and keep it moving. For me, wireless charging, it's slow for me on Samsungs, or I think the V30 had the wireless charging, and it just, I don't know. It just, I like to have my phone plugged in and use it at the same time. That's kind of hard with wireless charging.
All right. And BG, you kind of answer, but let's
Yeah, I mean, I prefer fast charging over wireless charging if I got a device.
Okay. And
the reason why I like it, I mean, I don't walk around with a wireless charger or a wireless charging bank in my pocket, but like at night, you know what I'm saying? I could just slap it on the charger, don't even worry about it, because I'm not going to be picking up my phone in the middle of the night, unplugging it, doing extra stuff. It's just there, so it's just convenient. I wake up, pick it up off the charger, and it's fully charged when I go to bed at night. So
that's when I did use it. That was nice when you go to bed and you just slap it on there and wake up and just grab it. You don't have to worry about nothing.
Because I'm anal, you know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to charging and like I don't like scratches on my phone. I don't like nothing that mess up my phone. I want my phone to look crispy at all times. And when you taking a charger out in and out, you scraping that charging port and your phone like trash, man. I'm good.
Yeah. Not only that, a lot of people have cracked their screens with the cables. You know, they pop off the dresser, and there's been a lot of accidents with the wireless charger. You don't really have that issue.
Yeah. All right. Last question here. I don't know if you use any of these, but when was the last time you used Android Pay, Apple Pay, or Samsung Pay? Is it something that's relevant? Let me start with Jay Farmer.
I use both of them. I like Samsung Pay the best because you don't even have to have a real life terminal. You don't have to say Samsung Pay. You don't have to say anything. As long as it's a credit card terminal, I done paid for air at the air pump that take credit cards. I just slap my phone on there and it goes. Apple Pay, it just looks good when you're doing it because it's Apple and people looking like, oh my God. But I do it, especially with the rewards with Samsung. So.
Okay. What about you, BG? Have you?
Yeah, I use the Samsung Pay. I really haven't utilized the Apple Pay yet. I kind of don't like the way that Apple forces it on you. Where like if you don't hook up your card with the phone, it leaves like that notification like you're not finished hooking up your phone. Like put your banking information ahead. Like
they're trying to get their money, man.
Yeah.
What about you, Android Stud?
I love Samsung Pay. I wish I could use it on the OnePlus 5T. And some of my other phones, like the Pixel 2 XL, but when I did have the Note 8, I didn't even take my wallet with me, man.
When was the last time
I just had when I had the Note 8, I used it constantly. I'm trying to get them rewards, get them gift cards like Alan Anthony.
Oh, okay.
Free money.
But yeah, Samsung Pay is excellent. I use Android Pay every once in a while, but it's just not. It seems like I'll tell you what. When I did have Samsung Pay, I think I spent more money. Just because of how easy it is to use, it's just. I mean, I think I was at some random 7-Eleven, like in the middle of like nowhere, and I walked in there and got like a Slurpee, and it was like, ching, and the guy was like, "Are you from the future?" And I was like, "No, man, I just got that. I got that Samsung Pay, baby." And one time I went to Publix, and the girl, she's like, "That ain't gonna work." That an iPhone? I go, no, it's a Samsung. She goes, that ain't gonna work. I'm like, ding. She goes, oh, damn, it worked. I'm like,
sorry.
It's got that technology that, I used it in the most random place. I'm like, I bet you it doesn't work here. Ding. I'm like, oh, wow, I guess it does work.
No, as long as it take credit cards.
As long as it take
credit cards, it accept.
It works. Yeah. I mean, it's just, and I know that there was a story last year that they might start making some of the other Android phones with that technology, and Samsung's going to allow it to work. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it'd be great if they bring it, but
Apple Pay can be in this.
I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about getting a S3 Frontier just so I could have the Samsung Pay capability. You know what I mean? Just go, bloop, But I don't know if I want to do all that. But it's so good, man. It's good. I mean, I thought Apple Pay was the best until I got that Samsung Pay app. It's excellent. Pay can get a little better, or Google Pay, or whatever they're going to call it now. I know they changed the name from Android Pay to GPay, so we'll see what happens.
Right.
But it's good to use, man. I like it.
All right. Hey, Adrienne, when the last time you used your Apple Pay?
I have never set it up.
You never? Wow.
No, okay. I love Apple, but I don't like them like that.
Oh, okay. Not enough to give him your banking information.
Nah, they're not about.
All right. Well, hey, that's it for my little 3 questions segment. I'm gonna throw it back to you, Mr. BG Tech Life.
Well, don't I just got a question, right, guys? Because we review phones and we, buy devices and things of that nature. And I just wanna, because on my channel, when I get to looking at these phones, like my normal day, like at work, I can't have my cellular device. So, I don't have the normal run of the mill day with my cellular device to always test the battery life like I want to. Now, not talking about any certain device, like what do y'all think a good screen on time is for a device as of right now? What is acceptable? Where should it be at? Where it's not, you can say, okay, the screen on time of this device is so many hours, and that should be,
that's good.
That should be good.
I don't know. I can get through. Depending on the phone. I'm not a heavy user. Throughout the day, I might lunchtime. I probably is the time I go the hardest on the looking at stuff and Twitter and YouTube. But I can get done my day starts at like 6 in the morning. I get home about 5:30 in the evening, and I'm walking in the door with 30, 40 because I'm not on the phone that hard. I'm not beating it up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jay.
Usually, because I work for Nestle, so I can't be on my phone heavy when I'm out on the road. So, 5 hours. Like I usually come home with about 45% just because I'm not on it heavy. I probably stream music. That's the most. And with the iPhone, I don't burn no battery streaming music. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Probably about 5 hours is good. When I had my Note, I was pulling almost 6 hours with the Note 8. So I was pulling almost 6 hours, and that's with, decent use, not even nothing moderate or heavy. So
cool. Stud.
Yeah, for me, I mean, if it gets 5 hours screen on time, I'm good. I'm so accustomed because I've been using Androids forever. I mean, I started using them when they were terrible on that gingerbread, and the battery lasted for like 2 minutes. It's like, damn! I used to have a Nexus 1, man. That thing, you'd walk out your house and you'd be at 40%. So I'm constantly charging my phone. I don't like to be without battery, so the fast charging helps. So I'm out the door by 10 a.m. I get home around 7. I'm at like 30%, and I'm good. So. For me, 5 hour screen on time is good. I hate a phone that doesn't have good battery because I'm always on it. I gotta, for my job, and now with YouTube, I gotta check the notification, checking my email. So I'm watching highlights of games and stuff like that. So I'm constantly on the phone, burning it up, man, like crazy. So the one thing I hate is these phones don't have the battery you could pop out.
Yeah, that's a big deal now.
Man, I used to have some phones, the Samsung phones, the Note 2, 3. I used to pop out my battery. I used to have battery chargers, man. I'd be ready to go, pop it in 100%, gone. That'll beat any fast charger or wireless charger, but they don't do that. And plus, when your phone would freak out, you could just pop the battery. Remember? You put it back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You're like frozen like Chosen. You don't want to do that on a BlackBerry.
Put it back in.
Yeah, the BlackBerry would take like
20 minutes.
25 minutes, and it would be going, and you'd be like, damn, I know I'm getting an email right now. My boss is probably emailing me, and I ain't going to respond. She's going to go crazy. But, hey, yeah, for me, 5 hour screen on time is ideal. A lot of these phones, the batteries are getting better, though. I got to give it to them, man. The Pixel 2 XL, the Note 8s. iPhone has always been pretty good on battery. I know the 6 Plus was... Ooh, that 6 Plus.
The pluses.
Man.
If you had anything lower than the plus, then you was out of luck.
Yeah, you were out of luck. iPhone 5, forget it. But the iPhone 6 Plus, when I had it, I could go into a forest and come back and have battery. It'd be at like 20%. Come back like 4 days later. Damn, still on. But, you gotta get the batteries have gotten better, but Battery's a problem with everything, though. If you think about it, things that have batteries, you know.
Hey, can I chime in real quick before you get to her? It's like the battery's gotten better, but the standby time has gotten worse. Has anybody noticed that?
Yeah.
Before it used to be the standby. The standby time used to be awesome on phones where you could just, if the phone was idle, it wasn't nothing happening, and then all of a sudden the batteries got better, more milliamps, but the standby time is trash. Or maybe it's just me. I don't know.
I think it's a good point.
Miss L, what about you? What do you need for screen on time? How long do you need your battery to last you? And what do you think is good? What do you think is sufficient?
Did it
Adrienne, did you hear us?
Hello?
Huh?
Anytime you talk Android, she zones out. She does not. Yeah. She does not.
That's not that, but no. It's a phone question. Period. You know, iPhones got batteries. You know.
Hey, let me quote a movie. Yo, Adrienne.
I mean, people are either tagging me in the chat or somebody who shall remain nameless is all up in my DM on GroupMe. So I really wasn't paying attention. I'm so sorry.
Jeez.
Rob,
BG, get out her DM now.
Yeah.
I didn't say any names. Y'all throwing out an accusation.
It wasn't me.
Hey, BG, go ahead. Fire.
It goes down in the DM.
Yeah, let's reel it in, guys.
What was the question?
It was just a question. What do you consider good a good amount of screen on time on your device, on any device that you would use, where you don't feel like it's
about 5.5 to 6 hours.
Okay, that's cool.
That's typically what I did because I don't typically charge my phone at work.
All right, okay. That's everybody. A lot of people saying 5.5, 6. Okay, Sean said, I'm taking it to the chat, guys. Sean said he needs 6 to 7 hours of screen on time should be the standard. You know, I mean, that's cool and everything, Sean, but I mean, at that, I think it's 7 hours. You're going to have to like downgrade the screen. Everything works, you know, it's like a universe. Everything affects everything. So if you want a phone with super good battery life, it's going to be a negative to that also.
720p screen.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna be walking around with a wax screen. Phone tech at work, right? Oh, okay. I ain't even gonna go there because you know I don't want to hurt Rob feelings. But phone tech at work says 6 and above. YS says he charges his phones. I told him my phone when to get to 50. He never lets it go on to 50%. Sean said standby time ain't bad, but you know on my I got a 6P, and you know the battery life on that thing is just like dying. But
it's a 6P.
It's a 6P.
It's a 6P.
But listen, that's not the point. Can I get to the point first? The point is the standby time on that phone is still like an iPhone. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I'll leave it. It'll be just sitting around, sitting in the car for days. I pick it up, and it's still like at 98%. But YS says iPhone battery is the best for me. Let me get him TJ. I want BG. I was going along with the joke. Hey, phone tech where you gotta stop sticking TJ on me. That's what you need to stop. Stop sticking TJ on me. But yeah, so let me ask you, okay, so as far as apps, messaging apps, guys, outside of your typical text message or iMessage, what are some of the messaging apps that you guys are using? And I'll start with Rob. POS?
I just use this. I use the standard text messaging app or the iMessage on iPhone, but it's if I'm on like a OnePlus or something like that, I might use Textra because their messaging interface and look is dated and it don't look all that happening. So other than that, it's Textra or whatever came with the phone.
Okay. Jay?
I'm stock. I don't need no extra stuff. I'm stock.
All right. Stud?
Just like text messages?
Yeah, just like I mean, just any type of messaging app or whatever. There's a lot of them on the market, or any type of like, let's say you use a different app for your texts other than the stock app that's on your device.
I used to mess around a lot with.
What?
I used to mess around a lot with Textra.
Uh,
That one. What was it? There was another one that was kind of cool looking, but I always felt like they would like, I don't know, screw up my text messages. Like, I don't know, they would like fill up, or I don't know. It was complicated, so I just used the stock one. I'm good with it. The Android messaging app is great for me. The OnePlus, I just use theirs. But Rob's right. It is kind of hokey a little bit. The OnePlus.
It's Android. It's Android. That's what I mean. Well, it's Cyanogen,
Plain.
so but it's dated. Yeah.
Yeah, it's dated. The one interface that I love, but it's not really a text messaging app. I guess you can use it as a text messaging app, but I hate the app. And I despise. I absolutely, that grinds my gears. Is the app for Facebook? I hate it, and the messaging app though, the Facebook Messenger app. I like the interface on that.
Come on, iMessage.
Yeah, well, not I guess it's Facebook Messenger.
Oh.
I like I like the interface
and stuff.
Yeah, you could text message on there and everything, but I hate the Facebook app. I hate it on the PC. I just despise Facebook. Sorry, Mark. I know we good boys and everything, but man, I don't like that app at all. I hate Facebook. I'm still on it, but I hate it.
Okay, all right, Miss L.
So I'm a fan of iMessage, of course. Typically, if somebody has an Android, I'm not going to text them back because I don't like seeing the green bubble. And for dudes that I don't want them to have my number, then it's either going to be Instagram DMs or Facebook because you can't have my number. So it's one of those apps.
Okay.
On that note.
Android.
I'm gonna take it to the chat, guys. I'm gonna take it to the chat.
Take it to the chat. Baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Okay. Phone Tech at Work says that's the miniature Chihuahua, BG. Okay, you got miniature Chihuahua. I got a Rockwall over here. I put a Rockwall on. Okay. Y says actually my phone on charge now, and I'm using the Mate 9. Okay, that was a good device. Good device.
Yeah, Mate 9. Mate 9 was legit.
Yeah, solid.
All day battery, boy.
Right.
The Mate 9 is the closest you can get to an iPhone on Android. As far as the looks, the icons, everything.
Mm-hmm. Reggie U says Facebook Messenger for everything. Wow. So he's the exact opposite. KB says iMessage for the win. Phone Tech at Work says Google Messaging app on Android. Tech for Your Needs uses WhatsApp. Phone Tech at Work says Samsung Samsung stock messaging app is trash. Sean used stock or use Android messages. I guess. What are you talking about, Sean? As far as like the Google version of the Messenger, iMessage. Okay. And YS uses iMessage and Google Messenger. KB for Android, I use Chomp Messenger. I'm going to have to check that out. I had never even heard of that, KB.
Chomp is from back in 2010 or 11.
Yeah, that's
gingerbread.
Yeah,
that's gingerbread.
I remember Chomp, man. Chomp, oh, man.
Samsung Message on my Note 8 is good. TJ, I like to see BG get wild up. Sometimes he gets mad too quick. LOL.
TJ trying you.
Right. I know. I'm catching TJ at CES. Rob Pouncey, thumbs up for Chomp.
Yeah, I like Chomp, man. That was the bomb.
Hey, but on the
KB
iMessage
told
on the
TJ
iMessage. Go ahead.
No, you got it. Go ahead. Hey.
iMessage is too complete, man. You can't do nothing wrong with iMessage, and then the iMessage games, you get you a nice little group chat, and you play them iMessage games. Oh my, for the win all day long.
I've never even used that. I've never even used it.
You need to have a Team 100 iMessage game, and you can play games on there all day long. Like all types of games.
I'm gonna have to try that out. But guys, is at the 1 o'clock. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Thanks to everybody that was checked us out in the chat. What we're gonna do is do our outros. I'm just gonna give y'all the order so it'll flow. It'll be Rob, J Farmer, Android Stud, and Miss Adrienne L.
Anyhow, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in for another Morning Joe with my man BG Tech Life. You can find me at youtube.com/Rob Pouncey for RP3 Tech Reviews. If you read my lower thirds, you got all my Twitter and Instagram information right there. Thanks to Miss Adrienne L for the lower thirds. She's an artist, and I appreciate it. That's it.
I'm yeah, I don't have a lower third. I need to start I need to start YouTube and all that stuff, but y'all Team 100, the stream on what is it, Group Me, and you see me on Telegram talking. You see me on all that stuff, so people in the chat know who I am.
All right.
Whose turn is it?
Yours, Android Stud.
Oh, what's up, man? Android Stud here. You can catch me on YouTube. Check out that lower third there. Oh, wrong way. Thanks to Adrienne L. She's a beast. And yeah, you can catch me on Instagram, Google Plus, Facebook, MySpace, AOL. You can text me with Chomp if you want. I'll holler back at you guys.
Hey, am I in your T-Mobile Fave 5s?
Yeah, no, you moved up. You went from you moved up. You went from 4 to 3. You behind right. LeBron and D Wade.
All
so
right,
you right there.
And I am Adrienne L. My YouTube information is in the lower third below. It's youtube.com/Adrienne L. Don't come to my channel if you don't have a sense of humor or if you can't take my attitude, because it's going to be there.
She needs to respond to my comments.
Disclaimer. But all right, guys. It's your man BG Tech Life. If you watching this, subscribe. If you watch, if you watching this, go ahead and get subscribed to my channel if you're not already subscribed. I want to shout out my special guests. I want to shout out J Farmer. I want to shout out Alpha Rakama. I definitely big shout out to Adrienne now. Thanks for hooking us up with the lower thirds. Been a real big part of the community since she joined. I want to shout out to everybody that was in the live chat. Shout out to the other Team 100 members, Phone Tech at Work, the Tech Gentleman, Bulls Tech Review. Right. And I got Rob here with me. This is BG Tech Life, and we out, y'all. Peace.
All right, y'all. Peace. Yeah.